Egypt has the oldest recorded history in the world, and ancient Egyptian history is divided into two comprehensive eras, the prehistoric era and the second historical era. In the prehistoric era, the first Egyptian settled in the Nile Valley about 6000 BC, when he learned agriculture, domesticated animals, and settled in small, cooperative communities. His civilization advanced and two states were formed in Egypt, the Delta and Upper Egypt, which were soon united in 3100 BC. Under a central authority headed by the pharaoh, this was thanks to mummies, who united the two countries. In the second historical era, writing became known and aspects of religion and art crystallized. This historical era was divided into 30 royal families and 3 states, during which Egypt enjoyed a strong central government. It also went through periods of decline and disintegration that can be summarized as follows. The Ancient Era. It includes the first and second dynasties, which is the era of establishing political unity and laying the foundations of Egyptian civilization on solid foundations. The Old Kingdom. It includes dynasties 3 to 6, about 2690-2180 BC, which is the era of complete internal security, as Egypt was able to reach the pinnacle of its glory in the sciences of medicine, astronomy, and engineering, which was the era of the pyramid builders. The Old Kingdom was followed by the era of the decline of the family from 7 to 10 years, about 2180-2060 BC. Chaos became corrupt, turmoil spread, art declined, but literature flourished, and the princes of Thebes were able to unite the country again and advance it. The Middle Kingdom includes families from 11 to 14 years old, about 2060-1710 BC. The kings were interested in foreign policy, controlled Lower Nubia and implemented huge irrigation projects. The era of the Second Decline, which includes dynasties 15 to 17, about 1710-1560 BC, during which Egypt fell under the occupation of the Hyksos, until the princes of Thebes were able to liberate their homeland thanks to saviors such as Seqenenre and his sons Kamose, then Ahmose, and these are considered the founders of the modern state. The New Kingdom or Empire era. It includes the 18th-20th dynasties, about 1580-1085 BC, during which Egypt extended its sovereignty from northern Syria and Mesopotamia to the Fourth Cataract in Sudan. Thebes was the capital of this empire, and there the greatest temples and most wonderful tombs were built. This was followed by the era of the Third Decline, which includes the 21st and 25th dynasties, about 1085-663 BC. The country was ruled by kings of Libyan origin, including Sheshenq, Eucurus, and others of Nubian origin, the most famous of whom is Yankhi. The Assyrians also invaded it, so the Egyptians revolted and liberated the country from their control under the leadership of Psamtik I, who founded the 26th dynasty, about 663-529 BC. He restored Egypt's power and began the Renaissance. Then the Persians took over the country and some powerful figures succeeded in expelling them, but they returned throughout the 27th dynasty. 30. The history of the pharaohs ended when Alexander the Great invaded Egypt and expelled the Persians in 332 BC. The following are the names of the pharaoh rulers distributed among the historical dynasties and the dates of these dynasties according to the most likely opinions. The Second Era, from about 3100 to 2690 BC.